adventure. Back at it again. Wow, I'm in the middle of Sedona right now. Somewhere near a cliff where I walked into this canyon for the last couple hours, watched the sunset inside of it, and didn't see another human for the last 3 or 4 hours. And there's these beautiful walls in this canyon. And a few weeks ago, about a week ago, I was watching this movie that I've seen maybe 100 times, right? It's an old classic movie called The Truman Show with Jim Carrey. And it's like one of the most, just loved and amazing movies like of our time. Just the way it's done and shot and the story of it, of Jim Carrey and Truman. And I rewatched the ending the other day, like a week ago. And there's a part in this movie where he touches the wall of this dome that he's in. And it's like one of the most cinematic moments like in our history, because he touches this wall and just his face. And then he opens his door to leave this dome that he spent his entire life in, and his whole life has been a lie and a performance and a show. And he didn't know it. And I've seen this movie 100 times throughout my life, and this last week when I watched it, it dawned on me. This moment is so powerful where he touches this wall and opens his door and he leaves. He says, "In case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night." It's a really powerful line in the movie. And the guy comes on the intercom, the one that is like, God, the one who's watched him his whole life, and he's like, "Hey Truman, it's dangerous out there. It's cruel, it's evil, it's you're safe in here. And you're known in here." And he goes, "Now," and he leaves, and he goes out into the real world, and the movie ends in a really powerful moment. But at that moment, I watched it again, I realized that that's all of us, is we're all Truman inside of a dome, inside of this show, this box, this play, this act, and we're just like performing for people, and his whole life is a performance, and so much to where it stripped him from his freedom. And a lot of people maybe crave this attention, or to be the center of the world, or to be, all of this. And when he touched that wall, it was a moment he's been waiting for his whole entire life. Freedom and truth. And he touches this wall and he's like, wow, I found it. And we're all looking for that wall. We're all in search for this moment where we surpass everything we've known of this performance, this act we've put on, as we crave attention and to be validated and to be seen, and we feel like we're like in this act, and we have this mask on, and we're being someone that we're not. And this moment, he touches this wall and finds this door and opens it, and his whole, everyone like resonates with this moment in time. I didn't know that this was why I resonated with it my whole life until last week, and got really emotional watching it and being like, whoa, that's all of us. We're all performing, and we're all putting on a mask or a skit or trying to please people and perform for people. And I don't know if that was like the premise of who wrote the movie, or maybe everyone's felt that when they saw the movie, but for me, it was really dawned on me and sat really deep in my soul and my heart of like, I'm trying to walk away, I'm trying to touch this wall, find it, go through the door, and enter my real self, my real version, not being performing for people, not being on this show on everyone's mind, but it's really like deeper and bigger than that. And the dome represents this bubble we've built, this literal bubble around our souls and our hearts and our bodies. Our biology and our culture compress our souls, and our soul should be really leading our culture and biology. And so I hope and I pray, as you look at the biology, culture, and your soul, one of those is leading your soul. It's either biology of safety and security, or it's culture of identity and success. But I pray you can break through that wall and have your soul lead culture and biology. And I don't know. I just, that's like kind of what I had. And touching these walls out here is a very powerful moment from the Truman Show too. And I love you all. I hope that makes some sense. And I hope and I pray that you have time to reflect and journal and figure out what that dome is for you, or what that moment in your life was, or how much you're searching for that wall, and how we're all searching for it. And so we're all in the same boat. Literally in the same boat. In the movie, he's in a boat finding that wall. Love you all. Take care.